Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. Now available on Steam from Giant Software and Focus Home Interactive. FS19 running about $20 US now. Yes, FS22 is out. I feel like I gotta put this disclaimer in each time, but that's okay. We'll do that. Well, welcome everyone aboard. Hey, Virgilius, welcome aboard. Howdy, howdy, hey, hey. FS22 is available. We're going to get it when it goes on sale, but your support of the channel is appreciated with a like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. And you can follow us on Discord. We got a good link in the description below now, so go jump on there. You can you'll see a new channel, Farm Simulator 19 highlights, and that will take you directly to what you need to see that went down yesterday. When we tried to drop off a load of bales over at the horse ranch, and it turned into a game of bale football. I just watched it through. I was cracking myself up. Wow, that was some quality entertainment there, folks. So hundreds of hours available video on the channel, all to you at no charge. So make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell icon so you'll know when we go live or upload a video. And follow us on Discord at H-Train Space Games. Like I said, link in the description below. I'm pointing down because you can see me pointing downward to the description below. Also, your support of the channel is greatly appreciated via donations at paypal.me/atraingames. That's paypal.me/atraingames. And that will go towards our purchase of FS22 if you want to see me get it sooner rather than later. So, anyway, enough of the Willy Foo-Foo stuff. Let's click on that and get into the game, shall we? I think we shall. Yeah, it's still raining. Yes. You can see by the clock, if you were paying attention, it is later in the day. It's 5:30. So we just had some chow. What we need to do... Oh, hey, what's that? A-Train. A-Train. Hey, A-Train. That truck looks different. Yes, actually, viewer, that's a fine point. Good observation you made there. I found another mod for, I think this is a 2016. Oh, shit. Turn off the chainsaw. Holy crap. No, not in the new paint. 2016 Chevy 1500 High Country. And we got the beautiful metallic blue paint with really? Oh, stop the chainsaw. Damn it. I don't know how I wound up with a chrome bull bar. I don't think I had it black before. Huh. Maybe I decided to change it when I was asleep or something. Anyway, look at this beautiful truck. Now, it's not a 2500, but now that we have two tractors, we can use the tractors to tow. This will tow. Now, here's the trick. This truck, well, it has a hitch. Yep. And it has a, let's get up on there. It has a toolbox and a jack. Now, I don't know anyone in particular named Jack, but actually I do. It's a guy I do trains with occasionally. See him at the train store. It does have a fifth wheel. We do have a lift kit on it, and it is, wait, did I get the lift kit on this? I don't remember. Anyway, got the running boards, got the chrome, got the hookup. Anyway, so this is the field service kit, and this is what's cool about this mod. Is the field service kit allows you to repair vehicles in the field. So in theory, we shouldn't have to drag over yonder that red trailer that you can see right in the center of the screen behind the, I don't know if you can see the little, yeah, I guess you could see it. Yeah, you can see the little circle what I'm looking at, the red trailer there, the service trailer. We don't, in theory, don't have to drag that out to the field anymore. We just take the truck. And if we hit the menu thing, I think it allows us to do tools and stuff and do repairs in the field. So that's good stuff. Good stuff there. Anyway, look at the interior. Oh, the interior of this thing's beautiful. Let's jump in. Yeah. 6.2 liter V8 with Borla exhaust. What does Borla exhaust mean? Here, I'll show you. There's like 8 different exhaust options on this truck. It's awesome. The dude who did the mod did just a tremendous job. Hang on. Is it this button? That button. All right, so there's like double dual exhaust. Spiffy. So, yeah, I went with the metallic blue. I was going to do the metallic blue on the bow tie badging, but decided against it. So let's jump in and fire it up. Look how pretty it is. Steering wheel's nice and round. This is the issue I had with the first mod that I downloaded. I mean, it looks, it kind of even smells like a Chevy. It's got a nice sound system too. Cup holders, big center compartment. Yeah, there's a OS handle over there for your there's a couple of OS handles for anyone that's riding with you. What's an OS handle? Think of it through. Take a sharp turn, they're yelling OS. And yeah. Wait, let's start it up. This one starts quick too. This doesn't BS around. Nice. Oh, I still have to download that mod for the windshield wipers. Turn those off so I can turn them on and off manually. But yeah, tow mirrors, and they fold in too. Watch. For tight parking spots. That's a nice mod, gang. And yeah, you can see the turn signals blink in the mirrors. That's slick. Yeah. Good looking truck. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's but that's not what we're here for. All right. So let's cut that willy foo-foo stuff. So here's what we've done, and let me get you caught up because I played for a few hours last night because I wanted to run through and try to make some money. And of course, how much money do we have? $51,000. But we've made a lot more than that. We've just wound up spending it. Okay. So what we have done is we have cultivated field 15. We have cultivated field 25. We cultivated field 32, but I think y'all might have seen that because, yeah, you might have seen that in the last episode. But then we seeded it with oats. So we did a contract for cultivation on 15, on 25, on 32. And then we did a seeding job on 32 for oats. While we had the seeder, because we got the BAF seeder. In fact, I went ahead and returned it. It was one of the big which one was it? Close that. Seeders. It was this. Oh, the Amaze one. Amazon Amazon. I don't know. It was this thing. Excuse me. We leased that sucker, and that allowed us to not only complete the mission, but we seeded field 11 with soybeans. So that's cooking now. We'll have to do some weed trimming, which we'll rent. Hopefully, catch it early and get the weed trimmer trailer thingy. Implement is the word I'm looking for, and implement some weed trimming. So, and then we went ahead and returned that. Now, you see all the dots in field 17, of course, which is our big contract that's still pending, the rain stopping. Now, Gary, I'm a little suspicious of this picture. Gary, their field needs harvesting. This is not burned. The names and pictures keep changing. I don't understand this. This is the job we're trying to complete, but it's raining. We can't harvest while it's raining. Why do you have another harvest job, A-Train? Because I wanted to get it while the getting was good. And what I'm thinking is, we are going to, I don't think, you know what? Yeah, this might have been good to actually think about. This is field 3 I picked. I think it's field 3. Yes, field 3. Okay. Growth. Ready to, ooh. Really? Everything's withered? Oh, no. No. Okay. All the brown stuff is withered. Field 3 is ready to harvest, and it's in stage 1 of ready to harvest. You look over on the right side, you see that it goes yellow, then light orange, then bright or dark orange, whatever that is. More reddish orange, right? And so it's ready to harvest. I'm probably going to have to pick up at least a second harvester to work some of the notches and nooks and crannies on this field and try to prep it for our minion to work, as opposed to field 17, which is pretty nice in terms of, this is pretty straightforward. And I've got them running it with the grain, which is probably not necessary, but if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. As we found out yesterday, as we had taken all our hay bales from field 11 over to the horse ranch, And yeah, so make sure to go back and watch that highlights from yesterday. There's a link on the Discord page, and I'll tell you, it's about an hour and 8 minutes into the video. For that's episode 4. So make sure to go check that out when we're done here. So we've got, anyway, what I did was I prepositioned, not preposition. I said that intentionally, but we prepositioned our equipment because this, hello? See the sun in the upper right? See the rain cloud, and then there's the sun? The sun's going to come out at some point. I just don't know when. We've been in this pending status for like almost 6 hours of game time now. And I think that's what it is. It projects what the weather is supposed to do about 6 hours down the road when you see a symbol change. So I'm anticipating the rain abating very soon. So I went ahead and pre-positioned all my equipment back over to restart. Yeah, we are at the starting line and ready to restart the race as soon as, oh, you know what? That would make a nice picture right there. As soon as the rain stops. Meanwhile, over here, we've got our Fendt. Oh, look, there's 2 tractors. Yes. So we're actually behind the shop. There's the shop right over there behind us. We are in field, what is this, 21? 21. 21? Is field 21? It's field 21. It's not field 21, it's 23. Yeah, 22. Okay, let's shoot the difference. Yeah, we're harvesting, we're not harvesting, we're cultivating field 22. So if there's one thing you can do when it's raining, it's cultivate. And so we've been cultivating field 22. Yeah, there's a couple little streaks we missed, but we rented a Massey Ferguson 8700 tractor, which is not bad. So this is our Fendt, and let's get him fired up, start up. Oh, it's a 1050. I thought it was a Fendt 1000. Oops. Okay. Blinky lights on. Let's get this maneuvered so that our minion can take back over, because I'm letting the minions do this job. This is a big harvesting job. Now this is the tractor's ours, but the cultivator is rented. That's a rental. Although I think we're going to get one of these eventually, because it's a big time cultivator and it works really effectively. I'm going to steer to the right just a little bit here. I think we're steering to the right. I think we're catching up. No, to the right just a little bit. To the right just a little bit more. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. Now we're over. Okay. I just want to make sure we catch this because I want to put it on autopilot. Okay. Home Vern, take over. Okay, cool. Now let's kick over here to the Massey Ferguson. This tractor, we have the 7700 in the other play. The vents are closed. Giants FM, that's a nice touch. It's a nice looking tractor. Sounds funny though. Ryu, is Fendt common in the U.S.? I don't think so, but I'm not a farmer and I don't play one, and I just play one on YouTube. So the reason why I got that Fendt tractor is it's 517 horsepower. It's the most horsepower you can get in a tractor without going to the quadra-track stuff. So, yeah, that's why I rented, or I didn't rent it, I bought it. I had it shipped over. Fortunately, it wasn't on the ship with those Porsches and Lamborghinis that caught fire and then sank, huh? That's a good thing. Wait a minute, did I drop the... Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, well, it felt like an idiot. Again, that would be my idiot moment for this moment. Or this video, as opposed to the last video. That might have been the highlight of my YouTube career, guys. That was so funny. Okay, so let's get this turned around. drop it down and hit the go button. And let's kick it over to the left just a little bit so we have a little bit of overlap. And we are rolling with the tide. All right, we'll just stay on board here for a minute. Save some labor cost. Because we're just waiting for the rain to stop now. I've repositioned all the equipment to continue the harvest. But what we're going to do is, there's a lot of cultivating jobs. I mean, even in the biggest of the big fields. So, Ria, appreciate you being here. Welcome aboard. Hope you're having a great day. There's a lot of cultivating jobs. Now, we've taken the middle to bigger size ones. We haven't taken the big ones. So you can see here the contracts. Cultivating, like, yeah. $58,000 for a 217 acre field. $55,000 for a 206 acre field. We're taking the ones that are more about $20,000 to $30,000. So, don't miss a spot. Don't miss a spot. Nope. I don't like that. I don't know if I call it OCD or attention to detail. I think people came up with OCD just to label people who are detail oriented as, with a negative connotation. Oh, we missed a spot. Oh, we're missing a whole damn. Well, you're hitting the caps lock button, moron. You're not hitting the frickin'. There you go. We'll be okay. Just hitting caps lock as opposed to hitting the A key. Yes, I drive with the keyboard. Again, I need to try. Well, then I got to relearn how to drive with the Xbox controller. I've got an Xbox controller, but the left trigger that you use for the throttle, I've tried recalibrating it several times because basically it idles high. So even if you don't even have your finger on the trigger, the tractor will start moving, and that's no fun. So I think what I've got to do is put a negative value in the calibration, and I think that will, if that's possible, that will fix it. But I didn't think to do that this morning. I was going to go practice pool, but you know what? I just did some cleaning around the apartment, and hung some clothes up, took some trash out, took care of some dishes and some garbage stuff, and yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to jump back on the farm because I really am enjoying this game. Really enjoying it. See, here's another farm over here that in theory you could pick up. I'm not sure if this is part of this property or not. We're at 22, right? Pete's Garden Center. Yeah, because it's right there by us. So yeah, that house comes with field 20. No, it does not. Huh. I guess you can't buy that house. Like you can buy this property. And see, there's a house right here at 21, that little corner. So you can get the house there, but you can't get the... Really? But wait a minute. So if the road is the delineator line, you don't get the house, but you get the... What is this, a sheep pen? So you get the sheep pen with the property. Huh. Okay. Alright, it's cool. It's casual. Now this Massey Ferguson 8700 is a 400 horsepower tractor. So you got to have that to pull this cultivator. And it does a fine job of it. Notice it's kind of low on gas. It's a rental. I've gassed it up to half a tank a couple of times, but we're burning through gas pretty quick on this thing. I did also take care of its maintenance, and I think this tractor was the last one on the previous field we were working on, field 25. So I ran it through maintenance, talked to Randy, and he said bring it by the store over there, and took the cultivator through, got it cleaned and sharpened up and ready for this job. You got to keep these cultivators and the toad implements. to keep them at top speed. And in fact, this one needs some work, because we're only going 9 miles an hour. We should be going 10, I think. And so you've got to keep it maintained, which is why it's good to have the mobile deal. I may go grab the pickup truck here and drive over and figure this out. But yeah, anytime that rain wants to stop, it'd be swell, because we're losing light quick. So we know tomorrow, air quotes tomorrow in the game, should be nice weather. But I want to get some of this I want to get that $100,000 contract knocked out. And that's a lot of money. We got a lot of money invested in equipment. I mean, we own the harvester and the header and the big trailer. And I've got, yeah, I know, I've got the Bluebird hooked up to it, and it ain't gonna pull it. At least if it's probably over 40,000 liters. That's why we have the Fendt. But while we've got this equipment rented, we are taking full advantage of it to make as much money as possible. Seriously, this rain can stop. And it has rained for 24 hours in game time. And the sun's been out the entire time. It's been like, can they not set it up where it just rains for like, you know, half an hour and then stops? I don't understand. Maybe that's in the scripts of the game or whatever. We are so close to there, though. You know what? I don't want to drag another vehicle over here. It's just run over and see Randy. Let me call Randy up real quick. Hey, Randy, heading your way, bud. Can you get one of your maintenance techs ready? It looks like this cultivator is lagging on me a little bit. If you're in town and need some help with farm equipment, I highly recommend talking to Randy over here at the dealership. He's a good dude. He's good people. Yep, I know. I just looked both ways and we have traffic turned off. Yep. I got it. All right, see, here's our field on the right that we're working on. And then over in the distance, you can see our shed. So our equipment is out there, out yonder, just not quite visible. Dan Walsh, hey! Welcome aboard. Nice to see you, bud. Is there a farmer's... there is a mod. All right, there's precision farming, and then I think there's another one that allows you to get like soil types and soil samples and stuff like that. I think they actually built it into FS22. So it does give you like good information. And then there's schedules on, oh yeah, see the conditions half, that's what slows it down. So you gotta keep these things prepared and up. So, I mean, that 1 mile an hour may not make a whole lot of difference, but pretty soon it was gonna drop to 2 miles an hour. And it just, you know, speed is the key. As Dick Winters said in Band of Brothers. Speed is the key. Damian Lewis said it actually, portraying Dick Winters. So yeah, there's that information is available. I think it's mods for FS19. It may be integrated into FS22. And there's like with the seasons, when you do the seasons, which again, seasons is a mod for 19, and I think it's built into 22. there's certain times of the year to plant certain different crops. So it's not just plant whatever, whenever, you know, hey, always plant soybeans because that's what you're going to get the most, you know, ROI on. It's return on investment for those who may not know. Farming is a business, guys. It's a big business. And yeah, it's, you know, food supply is a huge thing, but you know, these guys put a lot of money and time and effort into this, so without them, we wouldn't eat. All right, there we go, and drop it down and punch it. Now we'll move 10 miles an hour here. Now we'll move 10 miles an hour, I say. There we go. All right. We should be pretty close on getting this job done. Where are we here? 82%, yeah. So we're rocking and rolling. Of course, it doesn't help that I'm now way off track. It's okay if you miss a bush or two. So how this works, if you guys aren't familiar, is you do a contract for a property, and basically it's a make work deal. It's just giving you something to do. The biggest piece of equipment you can use with the biggest, you know, tractor to haul it gets the job done in the shortest amount of time, so you can, you know, collect the money. But the field size is whatever, and then basically, see how that little streak is right over there? They're not going to care. The contract is roughly 95% of the actual field size. So once you've achieved 100% of that 95%, the contract is complete. And then when you go to close the contract, the field is automatically done to whatever, you know, they want. Anything that you haven't yet either harvested or sprayed or seeded or cultivated or whatever gets done. It's all done at that point. So it's just, like I said, it's just make work. It's something for you to do. So we got our minion over there heading that way with the Fendt. So we're tag teaming this field. We're waiting for the rain to stop, which again, it kind of feels like there's breaks in the clouds, but it's darkened. And so yeah, we'll knock this out. Now, when it comes to harvesting a field, like the field we're trying to get harvested, the one across the street, field 18, I think, you want to harvest 100% of the field. The contract will tell you it's complete. But if you've got the equipment and you're on the field, there's no reason for you not to get 100%, because you get to keep the extra crops. Whatever you harvest after the contract is complete, you go sell, and that's additional money on top of the contract. So don't sleep on that. That's some extra cha-ching, and that may just pay your labor on like the small fields. If you're like when we were playing Ravenport, if it's a, you know, a smaller contract or whatever, well, really more the bigger contracts on Ravenport. These fields here dwarf anything you see on Ravenport, because the biggest field there is field 8, and that's 38 acres and change. I mean, we're running a field right now, it's 100 and something acres. But you get all that extra crop. So there, I mean, it may just be enough to pay for the labor. So you want to actually harvest as much as you can by yourself. Harvesting's a little bit of a pain though, because it's a 2-vehicle job unless you have like the biggest, unless it's a really small field, like less than 3 acres, and you have the biggest harvester, which has the, you know, capacity to handle the crop. We're gonna miss one. Not that time, Satan. But on like that field across the street, which is like, I think it's 200 something acres. I mean, you put a minion, you do the perimeter of the field, make it as easy for your minion to work as possible, put them on the longest path, and then you just run the truck with the trailer to offload. because then you can be running back and forth to drop off to the store. And I'm not talking about using your SEK 802 trailer. 12,000 liter capacity? Yeah, no, that will not do. We've got that paired up though with the 21,000 liter capacity trailer. So we had 33,000 liters. Yeah, that wasn't going to do either. Of course, there was hilarity when I tried to haul that through town the first time with traffic on. We got T-boned by a truck, flipped on our side, then cars ran into us from behind and in front because the cars just do not stop. Yeah, that was kind of funny. It was not fun trying to get out of it, but I got out of it. And amazingly, there's our wage payment for the hour. You'll see that wage payment comes out at the top of the hour. And you know what? If I can find my way into the XML file, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why someone driving a tractor thinks they're worth $1,500 an hour. I think the wages in this setup are just ridiculous. I would make that maybe $100 an hour, maybe even $500 an hour, but yeah, no, it's crazy for $1,500 an hour. So now we have come to a conclusion here. So yeah, we've spoken of in previous episodes, you want to make sure that your contract, you balance the. It's one thing if you have to lease equipment. It's another thing if you have to pay labor. And if it's a big enough contract, yeah, by all means, take the, get the labor involved to get the job done, to get the contract done sooner, so you can move on to the next contract. But in this case, and in cases of a really small field, your labor costs could eat up most of the profit margin. But if you're harvesting stuff, take everything. That's when you'll get the labor cost made up for and the additional stuff you turn in after the contract's complete. Because you could still be clearing the field, and it could say, okay, you're done. It's like, oh, I've got a fully loaded trailer. You're telling me I get to have this? Yep, bonus. Cha-ching. And you get whatever else is left on the field. Cha-ching. Which is why we took that huge contract for Field 18. Because I'm expecting to get through like 100 acres of it and then have like 15 to 17 acres. You know what I'm saying? So like 95% of it. And then I'm going to have several acres of crop that I get to harvest and go sell myself. And I can pick a different, whoever's paying the highest amount for it. And bada bing, bada boom, cha-ching, cha-choom, and we're in the money. Because I think I do want to. Oh, and this is not a cultivator actually. This is a. This is that harrow, not wind harrow. It's a harrow thing. This is the second biggest one, next to the blue Lemke one, which does an even bigger swath than this, but it's also very much more expensive. Moving up to this one from the previous one makes sense from a cost perspective. Moving up to, look at that, what a pathetic job. Hey train, come on man. Because I was right here. Alright. Be gone. Alright. Get stable here. Raise this up. And whip it around here. Let me whip this thing out. See, this tractor sounds goofy. Okay, V, go. Come on, Rain. It's 6 o'clock on the Swatch Watch. No time to chill. Got a date. Can't be late. Hey, the field needs some harvest. Swatch Watches. Jesus. All the craze in the 80s. Like members-only jackets. Never owned one of those either. I had a Casio watch. we're just going to... Trying to parallel that line in the dirt there. I know, I've got the GPS thing on board. Oh no, I don't on this tractor. It's on the Fendt. But I've got the guy driving the Fendt. I've got my Minion, and they're better at driving the field straight than I am. They have auto drive built into their head. Pretty impressive. So how's everybody's weekend going? Tell me something. Talk to me. Jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better stop here for a second. Better stop what I'm doing, because he's about to ruin the image and the style that I'm used to. Oh, we're almost done here. We're going to be done here in just like, when I finish this swath, and when Minion finishes that swath, we should be G to G. Who is Minion this time? Oh, it's Jamie, the dude. Alright, cool. We have Jamie the dude and Jamie the chick. That's Jamie the dude. I haven't seen Jamie the chick. Chicks must be taking the weekend off. We've had several jobs where we had helpers, and the ladies must be out today. Maybe they have a baby shower or something. I don't know. Alright, we're good. Let's go. I can't believe they do not have realistic sounding horns. That to me is a travesty. I know it sounds stupid. All the horns sound stupid. The mod vehicles have good sounding horns. But the horns sound like you drive like a Prius or... Let's not get into talking about Priuses, shall we? Alright, you know what? Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's get... Get a little bit more done here, and then we're going to close this contract out. I think we're going to hold on to the equipment, because I think we'll probably just take another cultivating job. We'll run over that field and start that one and wait for the harvest. But the second this done. All right, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, you're done. Thank you. All right, so he's fired or dismissed. All right, Jamie's out. Jamie's crying. All right, let's get off the field. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just the fact, again, this is what you do if you have a cultivating or weeding or spraying job or fertilizing, because fertilizing and seed and stuff comes out of your pocket, right? All right, let's go ahead and just shut that down there for a second. Just relax. All right, we're done here. Now, watch what happens. I'm going to close out the contract. See, 28 grand, collect, boom. Contract closed. Oh, look, it's like magic. And look, the field is actually done a different direction than we were doing it. Yeah, isn't it though? It is oddly satisfying. That is very good. Did you see the highlight though from yesterday of me playing football with hay bales? That was cool. I'm sorry. I don't mean to like brag, but it ain't bragging if you can do it. It was funny. We went to deliver a bunch of hay bales, and the first time I went, I took the blue trailer, which I had used the bale fork to put bales on. So we took the bale fork and we loaded the bales up, and doink! I seriously just ran in the back of it. I'm an idiot. We drove them over to the horse stables, pulled up out front of a spot in the stable, because I'm looking at them like, okay, there's a couple places there marked. One of them looks like it's the water trough drop-off. Okay, cool. But let's pull up out front of this particular barn, the first one on the right. And poof, all the bales disappeared. Cha-ching, there's the money. And so I went and got the Anderson auto loader and went back and loaded up 24 bales. And I drive over and I go to that same spot. Well, they don't automatically poof off the trailer. And I said, that's peculiar. So I turned and went over across the yard to the area that's marked off for deliveries. And I drop the bales there. And the bales sit there. Apparently that's not where you drop off the bales. I guess that's the, like, you know, horse delivery area or something. So then I had to figure out how to get the bales back on the damn trailer because it's got that arm on the right side. So then I'm bouncing back and forth. Eventually, after much hilarity, I figured out, hey, wait a minute, I've got the Super Strength mod downloaded. I don't need to fart around with this. Yeah. So an hour and 8 minutes or so into yesterday's episode 4 video is what you guys need to go check out because it's just, yeah. Hey, Vincent, hello. Yeah, it's you. I recommend. Now I remember you now. All right, let me see here. Vincent Sferida or Sferida. It's one or the other. First or the second. I hope it is. Nope, wrong on both counts or something. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at our list here. These are 2 harvest contracts. We obviously can't do those till it stops raining because it's raining. Oh, now we got a fertilizing job. Field 32. Oh, that's our neighbor. That's our neighbor. And then we got sowing the seeds of love over. Oh no, it's a $363,000 contract, right? You see what the equipment is here, guys? It's potatoes. You know what that means? That implement for potatoes. Let me just take you over. Let me put Randy on the phone. This is it right here. 6 meters wide. Yeah, 6 meters wide. There is no fast way to do anything with potatoes. None. Ain't happening. And that's why I ain't doing that job. Hell to the no. 7 miles an hour, 6 meters wide, 122 acres. Are you effing kidding me? You are outside your damn mind. Oh, that's the field. Wait, did we? Oh yeah, we actually we did that field too. I forgot. That happens occasionally. So now we've cultivated like half the map. We cultivated field 15, field 23, field 25, and now field 22. Oh, and we cultivated field 32 as well, and we seeded field 32. So I've been busy doing contracts and stuff. Speaking of, let's see if we can find another one because I don't know if it's going to stop raining, and it probably won't stop until dark. One thing real quick here. Let's look at growth. Okay, so this is hard. Okay, so the field 17 is still showing ready to harvest. So the slow growth rate or the normal growth rate of the farm manager version of difficulty, because that's what we're playing. There's the easy difficulty. That's what we were doing at Ravenport. This is the farm manager, which is the medium difficulty, where you start off with a bunch of money and then you have to buy a farm and go from there. You don't start with anything but cash. And part of that cash is a loan from the bank, it turns out, which we've up to 385. It starts at 250. 250. So you start with $1 million plus a $250,000 loan. So you start with 1.25 million. I've upped that because we bought a Fendt. We bought the best tractor that you can buy that's not a crawler, and we're leasing this equipment here. So let's, yeah, you can look. See, Monday today, new vehicles, and yeah, we sold $26,000 worth of bales. We have some income on our property because we have a wind turbine set up. Contract income, $179,000. That's not bad. Wage payments, see, we paid out $15,000 in wages. We were getting a lot of help in these jobs because they're huge. So, yeah, this guy can get bent. All right, so we're not going to pick up a harvesting job. We need something that we can knock out. Field 2, yeah. Field 2 is way down at the bottom of the map. Field 6, 92. Oh, that's 30,000. Field 9 is 31,000. It's 118 acres. I don't know if I want to commit to something quite that big. Of course, why would I do 109 if I'm not going to do 118, right? Duh. 24. That's 92 acres. Jesus, old man Ziegler. Man, old man Ziegler, where are you? Field 6. Where's field 6? It is bottom of the map. Ugh, crap. Let me do this. This map looks much prettier. Is there something in our neighborhood here? Actually, field 6. If we set the minion up to run left-right from the bottom up, I think we could work the angle along the road and get that cleared up. And then, then it becomes a little more geometric and easier for the minion to figure out. That's not bad. Okay. So field 6 right now is tops of the list. Field 9 we were just looking at. And that's the 118 acres, which is just over from the house. This, okay, this one has possibilities in that I can see a big rectangle within the field, right? But we really need to run the perimeter and then turn the minion loose on the rectangle portion, and then we go around and do the cleanup around the edges. That actually may be easier to do than field 6. Field 12 is kind of small. That would go fairly quick. Gloria Pusher. Hey, redheads, how you doing? Wait, what field number was her? I was caught. 12. Where's 12? Where's 12? 12? 12. Again, bottom right of the map. Looks like we're going to the bottom of the map here, gang. Let's just scroll down. Oh, there's a whole bunch of other options. Look at that. Bunch up where we are. Here's this guy, Christian Bayer, field 31, which is... There's 30. There's 31. Oh, that's upper left corner of the map. Oh, that's a big field, too. The field, here's the big dog. 206, field 30. It's a lot of money, but that's going to take a lot of time, and it's getting close to sundown. I think we could do 120 acres, before too bad. Now notice, okay, notice the implements here. All right, so if we look again at, here, Daria. That does not look like a Daria. God, I wish they'd get these pictures synced up with the names. It's not rocket science, people. Come on. The blue thing on the right, the Lemke, and field 33, they're basically saying this is the same thing we have right here, the Joker implement. That's what it's called. It's called the Joker. Seriously. See, these have these. All right, these yellow ones and the black one here are actual cultivators. Okay. See, that's the Swifter SM 18,000 and the Flexi Coil, which the Flexi Coil does like 24 meters at a time. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. What we're using are disc harrows, and we're using the Horse Joker, which do 12 meters at a time. And then there's the Lemke, which does 16. So yeah, it would probably make sense if I dumped one of the Jokers. I kind of want one though, so we may buy one eventually. And either go get a Flexi Coil. How much is it going to lease this? All right, now see the initial leasing costs. All right, let's probably used one, 7,500. See, save $2,000 up front, and then the per operating hour is 31.24, as opposed to 30. You save $800 per operating hour too. So if you play this and haven't downloaded the used equipment mod, you need to download it, because and to me that seems only right. It's something that's also built into FS22. They took all the best mods and actually implemented them into the game, which is great, because figure that I call Randy up. Hey Randy, you got a ST820 that someone's leasing, or you can lease. And you know what? Here's the thing. I think, and I don't know if they've done this in FS22 because I haven't played it, right? But lease is the wrong term for this equipment. It should be rental, right? All right, hang on a second. I gotta adjust my glasses here and pull them up on my face. I don't want to jam them up there. Okay, cool. Sorry. Lease is the wrong term, because a lease is typically longer term, and can lead to a purchase. So it's a lease to buy. Otherwise, if you're just picking it up, paying them to use it, and then bringing it right back, it's like Blockbuster. You're renting it. So you should be able to rent it for a higher cost per operating hour than if you're leasing it. Okay. And say then you pay X amount per day, like there is a per day cost, $18.60, as opposed to buying it, forking over, $186,000, or in this case, $148,000 for a flexi coil. Yeah, that's a beast right there, boys. You know something? We only have $69,000 in the bank. We're gonna lease that. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Back now. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna have, so that's a cultivator as opposed to a disc harrow, which do the same thing. Okay. They're just two different. I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna hold on to the Joker. We could get the Gigant because we have 400 horsepower in that Massey Ferguson. We can get this job done quick. Look at this. Let's go get this job done. Let's go get some jobs done. I don't even think I took the job yet, did I? Did I take the job yet? All right, hang on. P. All right, Randy. Oh, you know what? That's dumb. Let's not be dumb. Okay. Look at all the lights flashing on the dash when I turn on the blinkers. It's awesome. I know I could just go into the garage and say return item. We're right next to the dealership, and we've got to go there to pick up the new stuff anyway. So let's do it right this time. I mean, there may be a reason to expedite. Maybe we don't have the vehicle available or whatever. I go looking for traffic again. Got kind of a tickle in my throat and nose today. It's not good. Allergy season starting to kick off here in North Texas. So I love the power of the Fendt tractor and the technology, but the interior leaves a little to be desired. It looks like they've got the speakers covered with like Kevlar or something. That could be better. Honkin' Randy here. Now this one's gonna pick up the flexi coil. And we're gonna have to drag them over here to get repaired real quick. All right, so turn this in here. I do like it. Those serve me well. But you know what? We've got the power. We've got the power. Look at that beast. Look at that thing. That is a monster. I mean, there's like 4 things that fold out from this sucker. Whoever thought this up must have been freaking insane. Let's see if I can get lined up on it here and turn the wheel a little bit that way, a little bit that way. Yep. Now straighten it up. Beauty. Turn my head back around the right direction. Yep. And there is a mod, which seems kind of silly, but kind of cool for realism, where you can limit your ability to turn your head around. I'm hung up. Son of a bitch. I sure am. Ugh. God, this thing is huge. Alright, I've used one of these, and it was with one of the big articulated crawlers. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's in the workspace now. Right, so let's go. Here's what you do. You buy stuff used. Alright, check this out. See the condition? The condition sucks, so we're not going to be able to pull it at full speed. It's only got 5.2 operating hours on it. It's 12 days old, right? All right. We want to repair it. $1,379. Really? That's it? Okay. I can live with that. That's how you save money, is buy used and just go fix it up. And we're not going to bother to do anything to, like clean it up. They should have a hose and a wash rack over here, though. That would be cool. But yeah, see how they got like this used equipment, or well, maybe it's new equipment just laying out there. All right, so here's this. Let's stop here for a minute. Tie up Randy's parking lot. But it's late on a Saturday. Ain't nobody here. All right, so fire up the Massey Ferguson and jump on board. See here, you can. Oh, now see those speakers there are just treble speakers. Those are not bass speakers. There's the big speakers. There's the big speakers right there. Blasting in your ears. That still leaves a little bit to be desired. Now this is our rental tractor. We're renting this. We own the Fendt. We're renting this one. Or we're leasing it. I'm going to say we're renting it. Because technically we're renting it. It just doesn't sound all that great. And look, it doesn't even look like the tires were spinning so fast, the tire wasn't even spinning. Okay. So let's take this one over here. Now they're doing the backwards spinning appearance thing because they're spinning so fast. As we get up to top speed after the ice cream man. There's no indication on the dash too that the blinkers are on. You have no idea the blinkers are on. That's what I like about the Fendt and some of the other, the Valtra. So. Beep beep. It's funny, I got a notification on my phone right then. It went bird, bird, right before I went beep, beep. Alright, nope, we're just going to return it. And see, I think, and it may be the case in the game, it should remember what state that piece of equipment is in. So when the next person comes along, which could be you, to rent it. Where am I going? Come around this way. I haven't used one of these yet. Fancy. It's pretty too. All right, let's go get it sharpened up here. Randy kept one of his service techs late for me. Appreciate that. You just gotta make sure it's in the box. Make sure whatever else you have is out of the box. Because otherwise it'll say, oh, no, you want to repair your tractor, huh? Oh, hey, you want to, see again, 12 hours and 5.2, or 12 days and 5.2 hours. Okay, we have us some big time cultivating going on now. So the question is, where are we going to go? Or did I already accept that contract? Don't remember. I don't think we did. I think we talked about it, but we didn't accept one. So let's look at, where's this 55,000? 206 acres. Do we want to have at this with two of us working it? Do we want to have at this, guys? Do we want to go for the gusto here? There's field 28. That's the, whoops, I'm looking at the map, moron. All right, field 30, field 28. Where's 28? Wait, hold it. Wait a minute. Wait, did I miss? Oh, it's 26. Oh, I did misread it. That's 28. I was going to say, dang. All right, 26. I keep turning this off. Click. Oh, 26 is a nice layout. We'll take 26. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so we just need to go down the road, cross the highway, and then jog right, and then it'll be on the left side. This, and the reason I'm saying that is because it's a pretty square field, right? I mean, look at that. Geometrically, this should be pretty straightforward. So, and that makes it easier to work with the minion. All right, let me see if I can get this thing maneuvered out of here. Let's turn our blinkers on. I mean, look, you can see the blinkers are on. Everything is blinking, and you can see the flashing on the fenders. Everything is blinking. And I'm not talking about Anthony blinking, incompetent son of a dude. There's nothing blinking on the trailer, though. That trailer ain't got nothing. Yikes. There should be some warning boards or something in there. Oh, I figured out where to get gas. You go between that first and second one right there. Again, I'm looking for traffic that doesn't exist. All right, so we're turning right and then we're turning left. We're doing NASCAR. We're making a left turn. Except today, NASCAR is making left and right turns because they are in Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. Road course. Yeah, baby. All right, let's turn that off and let's put those on. Now, all right, so the first order of business is to prep the field and make it as easy as possible for the minion. I'm going to have the minion start on the other side, so we're going to make a lap here. We gotta get situated here so we can attack this, because I want to give them plenty of room to turn around with that. And although it looks like there is quite a bit of room, but there's a tree there too. Okay. Not ZX. Good Lord, this stuff is turning blue. I'm really hoping we can knock this the hell out. And if I can get the initial stuff done, then the rain stops, we're kicking over to support harvesting ops. Lowered and go. Good night. I like it. This thing clears this sucker out. So we're going to run the perimeter. Hey, Steve, welcome aboard. How are you? Happy Sunday, fun day. I mean, I know the minion wants to run with the grain of the field, but I don't. I want to run whatever's the most efficient way to do it. If you run with the grain, all of the grains of the fields are like this. Now, I figured out on our field 11, because it does slope, the grain goes across that slope. And that makes sense, because then it's going to help. Well, it goes out across it at an angle. It doesn't go across it 90 degrees perpendicular. It angles across the grain. And that makes sense for drainage and for mitigating erosion. So I get it. Okay, it's cool. It's casual. But I'm just not a fan of this deal. And every one of these fields, now, credit to the guy who made the map in this regard. I mean, it's different. I don't know why you would plow your field this way. It's not, in my opinion, or my estimation, it is not a logical way to do it or logistically smart. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the butt, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a full stop. Raise this thing up. Now we're going to start working on the turn. Now we're going to start redeploying it, because I made that turn look easy. Boy, did I make that look easy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, baby. That's how you do that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's lower it and go. This gives you 24 meters of turning room, and this field's not. I mean, I like this. I like it because there's actually space off the field as well. You know, some of the other fields have, you know, trees right up against them and obstructions, or you're right up on the road in a couple of cases. This field, credit for this. This sucker is, it has some room to turn your vehicles. I still need to go back to field 11, which is our field, and do some work with the landscape tool. And right now we're going to make a left turn. Making a left turn. Let me see if I can this turn. And... Okay. Yep. Just like that. Do some landscaping tool work to put more grass around the field, and then just kind of edge it maybe with a little bit of dirt or something. Create a delineation, because I think that's realistic. I don't know. You might have grass all the way up to the edge of the field, but what if the house is wigging out over there? Look at that. It's like a stripe deal going on. That's weird. Yeah, I may have to be looking at upgrading my computer before too long here. Either that or getting a... So I have an AMD Ryzen 7 1700 processor. And I have AMD... Wait, maybe the Ryzen 7 is the graphics. It's built onto the card. Or by the baseball field. Yay. So... I may have to. I mean, I've had this computer almost 4.5 years now, but that processor's done me well with everything. Because a lot of the games I play, you guys will know this, and maybe that's to the detriment of the channel. Which, okay, they're older. They're 3, 5, 7 years old. I mean, this game's 4 years old. That's my concern. Field. The field is bigger than your house. A nice little touch, a little handicap ramp there up to the top of the stadium. Normally they would just go to the front row, but okay, I got it. All right, now this is going to be a little bit tricky. So we're going to get right up to the edge here, and we can drive under the sprayer. This sprayer doesn't make sense either. There was another field that had one of these too. And now we're going to do this, do this. We're going to do this straight. And we're going to bring it around this way, like this. And we're going to come like this. And like a pro. Now we're going to redeploy. All right. This sprayer, so this is the anchor point for the sprayer. Okay. These are what you see in West Texas on circular fields. So you have this sprayer set up here in the middle of the field. And then you have this wheeled motorized deal. I don't know if you hook a tractor up to it or if it has just motors on the system itself, and you it literally rotates around and waters the field. It's your hydration for your field, and then you just add new arches. I guess if you need a bigger field, you just add more, or you have different size arches. I would think it's kind of a standard size, but you know, whatever. I'm not a farmer, and I just play one on YouTube. I would say I don't play one on TV, but I play one on YouTube. So, but your tractor can drive under that. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to me that they've got this here because it's not a circular field. Now, I guess it's just for looks. Okay. And I do think they make versions of this that go straight. I don't know if there's like motors in all the wheels or some of the wheels, or I don't know. Maybe one of you knows. Let me know in the comments below. But I mean, it looks cool. It's not technically correct. You know something? I just had a momentary lapse of reason. Because I'm so used to streaming in the afternoon, in the late afternoon at that, I just looked at the clock and saw it's noon. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Holy crap. I forgot. Okay, here comes the useless pathetic, the UPIP weepy whoopee, which the lights are brighter on the second unit than they are on the main unit, which is a little goofy. That should be fixed. A nice touch there. We're showing and putting power in. Although no, that's not right. Okay, here's the thing. Pause. How can I do this? Okay, what you just saw was you could see what looked like steam or smoke coming out of the top of the locomotive. That was actually coming out of the dynamic brake fans, and that's not the exhaust. It's supposed to look like exhaust. The exhaust stacks for both the Gevo ES44 ACs, the Dash 9s, and the EMD ST70 Aces, the exhaust stacks are in front of the dynamic brake fans. So yeah, that was just a little goofy there. So throw a flag on that, but no big deal. And those are European style hopper cars too. Now, those are North American style 4-bay or maybe even 5-bay grain cars, covered hoppers. Cylindrical hoppers is what they are actually, because they're kind of a cylindrical shape. Those are grain hoppers. And those are, I believe that paint scheme is usually seen in Canada. That logo on the side of it, that's something from Canada. And then you're back to European hoppers, which have the BNSF swoosh logo on it. So that's not correct either. But minor details that you guys would probably never known about if I hadn't brought it to your attention. Not that you're stupid, but I'm a model railroader and we know these things. Because trains are cool, okay? All right, now what? Emergency update. Hey, if anybody's in the southeastern United States, maybe the Midwest, but looks like the southeast, you may have some heavy weather coming in this week, so be prepared for that. Wednesday timeline, Wednesday, Thursday. We're supposed to get Tuesday night and Wednesday, but I think we're going to be good to go here in North Texas because we're going to have a cap in place. And that's going to help protect us from severe weather. Oklahoma North may get stuff Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then the southeastern United States, I think it'll be, usually it's 24 hours later. So Arkansas, Tennessee, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Wednesday into Thursday. And if the timeline works, it could be a problem. It could be bad news, because if it's hitting us Tuesday night into Wednesday, it hits there 18 to 24 hours later, so it could hit at the peak heating of the day, which is late afternoon, evening, and that just makes for explosive thunderstorms and tornadoes, and that's what they're looking at. Reed Timmer's talking about it, if you know him from Discovery Channel's Storm Chasers. Kind of an insane dude. He was down here in our area a couple times the last couple weeks, and it's kind of like, uh-oh, no, don't, no. Two guys you don't want in your neighborhood when it comes to weather are Reed Timmer and Jim Cantori. If you're along the coast, he usually goes to the hurricane events. He's the big stud muffin dude on the Weather Channel. I mean, dude's a beefcake. It's a boosh, huge individual. So anyway, now you just learn something about the weather. You learn something about trains and about the weather. There's value added to this channel, guys. This is why you should be a subscriber. And if you're not yet, feel free to click that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. You're going to learn something. It may be totally irrelevant, but then again, you might be driving down the road someday and see a train and say, hey, those are cylindrical hoppers. I learned that from A-Train. They're carrying grain. Then it will be all worth it. All right, cool. Let's just get to the edge of the field because I'm a stickler for that detail. All right, now. So now turn that to the right. Go about there. Now we go straight with the wheels. Come to about here. Then we turn right with the wheels. and come about here, and then we start unfolding again, and then we start pulling forward. And we are pretty close to lined up. Look at that, guys. How you like that? Huh? How about them apples? I'm going to go ahead and stay at the perimeter because this will be easy for the minion to figure out how to turn around. And now, at this point, actually, let's get the minion into action here. Full stop. All right, switch over. All right, let's get the minion over here. Yep. All right, Randy. See you later, bud. Oh, I'm hitting the O button. Giving him my O face. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Office Space reference. You didn't catch it. Okay, so now we do not want to go to the right. We want to go to the left because I want to start on the left side of the field where the geometry looks really good and put this minion on long path runs here. Does it look like the rain's... I can't tell if it's starting to slack up, but cheese me. Stop a little short there, dude. Yeah, these white lines are a little... That bugs me. It vexes me. Okay. There's a nice little chunk of wheat, though. That's a nice detail. Little wheat's blown out of the field and is growing in somebody's front yard. I like it. Okay. Not there. It's going to be the street here. Okay, cool. Ford dealership's closed because it's a Sunday, or it's whatever day it is. Okay, am I in the right place? Yes, we're going past the house. This is the field we're working, but we're going past the house. Oh, I guess I could have gone one more street. Nope, that's not it. Nice looking factory complex, kind of, boarded up, closed down, whatever. It's nice detail. I like that. I appreciate the detail work. I appreciate the attention to detail, but I appreciate attention to detail. You got to get it right. Okay, did I miss some? Nope, nope, nope. We're good. We're good. We gotta go to the left. There we go. That's, yeah, this is where we need to be. We're in the right place. All right, let's get off the road. Sweet. There's the baseball field. Okay, yeah, I didn't come far enough. I thought I didn't, yeah, but that's okay. We found it. We're good. All right, let's get a visual on where we're going and where we need to be here. I don't know where I'm going. I sure know where I've been. All right, let's see. I don't know what the size on this. Ooh, this is going to fold out and fold out again. Is it? Yes, it is. I think so. I think so. Maybe not. Nope, this is it. This is the machine right here. Chunk. Okay, so we need to make a little adjustment. All right, let's go. All right, let's go a little bit more this way. Let's go this way. Nope. I don't want you turning anymore. I want you to just go back. Right, there we go. This way. You know what? There are nice, neat lines and rows here. I would not be disappointed if our minion just takes off and goes straight up and down these rows. I will come back and correct it. Okay. Lower. Punch it, Sulu. Not that. No, just get straight. Get straight. There you go. That's good. That's good right there. Just run that row right there. I can come around and clean up the mess. Don't worry about it. And minion hired. Okay. Go, minion. Go, minion. Go, minion. Go. Okay. Fire it up. And let's resume Oh, I raised it. Nope, stay in the ground. Hopefully Minion will go to the right and not the left. Not that we can't correct that, but... Have we dulled this thing down from 7 miles an hour already? Oh, now we're up to 8. Okay. Now we're kind of drifting downhill. That's a big field, gang. A big field. That's okay. We got the biggest implements we can get. We're going to get it taken care of. Once I get the... we're not going to get that field hard. The sun's still up there. We may have an hour of daylight left. I think the sun sets about 7:30. So, welcome aboard, everybody. I'm A-Train. At least I hope so. I'm wearing his underwear. And I hope you're having a great Sunday fun day. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, check in the chat. Say hi. Check in with your local airport code. Let us know where you live in the country. Because we do a lot of airport-related stuff here on the channel. I need to do some Tower 3D Pro this week. And maybe we'll give Sim Airport another visit. But if they haven't changed anything, maybe we won't. And they probably haven't, so. Tower 3D Pro we could do. Tell you, this is a relaxing game. This is chill. If you guys aren't on board when I'm, playing, I'll pull up my Amazon Music, my 80s playlist, mostly 80s music, my A-Train playlist, and just listen to music and drive the fields. Like, yep, this is pretty cool. Just driving a truck, driving a big old truck. Well, a tractor. Weird Al. Sorry, bud. I had to change your lyrics up a little bit. And if you are not familiar with the truck driving song by Weird Al Yankovic, let me direct you to that video on YouTube, because it is quite funny. Holy shnikey. Wow. 500 horsepower. We're struggling to go uphill with this. But this is going to be the only pass where we're going uphill. Otherwise, we're going to be going left to right across this. Which, actually, it could wind up taking us uphill. Because that looks downhill to me. We're right at the horsepower requirements for these two implements. This one's 500. We have 517. So we got 17 extra horses there. And then the Massey Ferguson 87, whatever model it is, 8700, 8717. It has 400 horsepower and it's pulling a 400 horsepower requirement implement. So, but this thing is big. Now, here's what's cool. Here's what I like about this Fendt tractor. One of the things I do really like about it. Headlights, right? Headlights blinking because my battery's drained. Armor all on tires and big old chain, right? LL Cool J. There's that. There's that. I mean, it lights up the world. Everything is lit up. That is super cool. All right, here we are to this end of the field. Hooray. Do the X thing, do the wheels to the right, back up a little bit. Once we're there, straight back. Now we're going to curve to the right. Push it back. We went a little far on this one, but not too bad. Just trying to avoid that stop sign. Now we're going to unfold it again. We're going to run down the backside here and be good to go. Let's go check on Minion. All right, Minion went the correct direction. Hooray and huzzah. Excellent. Helper I. Who is Helper I today? Oh, it's Jessie Girl. It's Chip Jessie. All right. Cool. Nice job. Work it, baby. You gotsed it. I think we're going to have to get the truck over here at some point. In fact, I know we're going to have to get the truck over here at some point because we need to, you know, we're going to need to do maintenance on this equipment. Keep it running best possible speed so we can expedite this job. This is a big job. We've got to get that big harvest job done though. The issue here is, you know, the tractor and, you know, both the cultivators are leased. Where's the cultivator going? Oh, we're going uphill again. Holy crap, we are. All right, we may have to shift. I don't know. That's okay. We'll deal with it. We got 1,000 kilo weight on the nose of this thing. So we're able to put the power down. But 3 of the 4 pieces of equipment in this job, the Fent is the only part we own. The Massey Ferguson tractor, the Flexi Coil, and the Lemke are all leased or rented. So, yeah, kind of sucks. So yeah, the ticker in the upper right is ticking down dollars very quickly for hours of, you know, hours of use. I was hoping it was going to stop raining before sunset. I really was. That's not looking promising. Not looking like it's going to happen. Not going to. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. So, you guys enjoying the series? Got 5 of y'all watching. That's awesome. Well, I think I account for one of you because I'm playing on my big Dell Super Hercules. And then I'm actually monitoring the chat on my laptop Hercules. So if you don't get the reference to that, you don't remember or you don't know that I was a C-130 crew chief in the Air Force. So worked on Special Operations C-130s at Kadena Air Base, Okinawa, Japan. 17 Special Operations Squadron, which no longer exists, I found out recently, and that makes me sad. But what had happened was I joined the 17 SOS shortly after it was formed in 1989. 1988 or so, the Air Force was doing reorganization and they changed Tactical Air Command to Air Combat Command, and they changed Strategic Air Command to Strategic Command, and Military Airlift Command became Air Mobility Command because, I don't know, some knucklehead politicians and generals thought they needed different names. So, they formed a new major command called Air Force Special Operations Command, which handles all the special operations stuff. And this would be things like your AC-130 gunships and your EC-130 compass call, electronic warfare aircraft, and MC-130 combat Talons, which they had the Mod 90s coming online at the time, MC-130 Mod 90 Talon 1s. And then they had the MC-130H Combat Talon 2s coming out because I saw those at my dad's plant in Greenville, Texas, which was cool because they were going through modifications. Anyway, so they brought the HC-130s on board because they refuel helicopters in flight. And we refueled, well, the HC-130s at Kadena were part of the 33rd Air Rescue Squadron. Okay, so they refueled the H-3 Jolly Greens since Vietnam. That's what had been their job, basically. And so, anyhow, so 17 SOS was formed. I joined shortly after, was part of AFSOC. And so our unit flew the HC-130s. We had a HC-130J, which was a catch-a-falling star aircraft. And that airplane had a Fulton recovery system on the nose. If you've ever seen the movie The Green Berets, you've seen the Fulton recovery system in action. It's when they use it to pick up the Vietnamese general that they captured. They put him in a suit, and they float a balloon up in the air, and then the plane comes along and snatches him off the ground, picks him up, sucks him up. Then they hook up and they pull him into the back of the airplane. That's the Fulton recovery system. Anyway, so the HC-130J, which I believe previously had been a JC-130, is a catch falling star aircraft. And in the 60s, they would launch these small satellites into orbit. And I think they were reconnaissance satellites because they wanted them just to take quick pictures, and then they deorbited. And they would deploy a parachute or the film canister portion or something. I don't know the technical aspects of it. You have to look it up. But you look up catch a falling star, and that's where you'll find it. Anyway, so they would deploy the parachute, and then the C-130 would fly along and snag the cable, and we're going to try to do this without actually worked out fairly well. And then they would hook up to a winch. And so then the payload drags behind the aircraft. Okay, so there's these whiskers on the front of the airplane that stick out. Okay, they snag the cable and they lock onto the cable, and then the parachute or whatever's above that, poof, gets cut away. So get it away from the airplane. Then the payload, whether it's a person, a package, whatever, trails behind the airplane, and they snag that cable, and then they hook it up to a winch inside that's bolted down to the payload, the cargo compartment floor. And then they pull whatever it is into the airplane. That's a huge winch too. Jesus Christ, it weighed like 1,000 pounds. It took like 3 or 4 of us to muscle them into place. Because the plane still flew water sampling missions in the Pacific when I joined the crew. And what that was they trailed an iron bottle out the back of the airplane, flew real low, and they dipped it in the ocean and scooped water into the bottle, and then had to go full power and pull up and pull the thing because it caused so much drag on the aircraft. And they had to pull that up out of the ocean. And they did that for Soviet ICBM tests. So they'd go out, and there would always be Russian fleet ships out in the area, and like some of the pilots got hit with lasers in their eyes. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah. So we had a JC-130, which was later in, just HC-130, and then they removed the whiskers from it. And our planes had tracker radomes on top. Makes them distinct among C-130s. Our planes had 2 distinctive features. We had a big tracker radome on top of the forward fuselage, which they took the actual radome out. That was used for search and rescue off of during Vietnam. And then there are external tanks or external pods outboard of number 1, number 4 engines. On the C-130, you have external tanks between the number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 engines, so they're between the engines on each wing, and those add several thousand gallons of capacity each to the aircraft and extend the range by a couple thousand miles. Something like that, I don't know. Don't quote me. But these pylons go outboard of the engines, and they have a huge reel in them with like a 3-inch, I'm holding my hands in the position I remember it took to actually wrap around the hose. It was like a 3 or 4-inch hose that was around a reel, and at the end of the hose was an aluminum basket and a drogue. So we'd release that out in the slipstream of the aircraft, and then poof, the drogue would open the basket up. And you may have seen how the Navy does in-flight refueling with their jets. The same principle with helicopters. There's a probe on the front of the receiver aircraft, and the pilot of that aircraft flies it in, and then flies it into that drogue, and hooks up, and then we pump gas to them. The Marine KC-130s work the same way. So, I just screwed us. Yeah, that's okay. I'll set it back up. Oops. And the reason I say I screwed us is the minions coming back this way. I just took a chunk of field off, and they're going to think they're done when they get back. That's okay. We'll reset it. No worries. We'll get it done. So, yeah, so we refueled helicopters in flight, among other things. Okay, so that's what we did with our HC-130s, and we had N models, which were dedicated refuelers, and P models, which had previously had the Fulton recovery system installed, and then we had the former JC-130. Our sister squadron, the first SOS, had the MC-130E Mod 90 Talon 1s. Later, they upgraded to the newer Talon 2s. Which was an H model MC-130, so it was a newer airplane. All of my airplanes were 69 models or older. Our JC-130 was a 64 model. We had 365s, 166, and 369 models. My airplane was a 69 model, was a N model. The 65s and the 66 were Ps. And except for one was HC-130H. That was 986. Anyway, so when the new C-130Js came out, they of course adapted those into the same roles that the legacy Hercs had for very special ops missions. You have an AC-130J now, which is a gunship, and you have like a WC-130J, which is the Hurricane Hunter model. And so they have an MC-130J, which actually combines the role of the MC-130H and the MC-130P, which is what they redesignated our planes as. The M is the Special Operations designation on the front. So, yeah. So, with the new MC-130J, you have the ability of the capability of the Talon models, the MC-130, and you have the capability of the HC-130. You can in-flight refuel helicopters, and yeah, we just reached the limit of our width here. Well, you know what? I really didn't. If I frickin' get my butt back online here, I actually can get this full swath, I think. And they can refuel the V-22 Ospreys, the V-22s or CV-22 Ospreys. So, yeah. So you learned something else this episode. We learned about the weather, learned about trains, learned about C-130s. Greatest airplane ever built. Designed in the 1950s, and new ones are still rolling off the assembly line today. Now, mind you, back in the day, they had vacuum tube technology for the avionics, and all that's under the flight deck. So you walk, when you climb in the airplane, you go through the crew door, you go up like 3 steps, and then you're on the cargo compartment floor. And then there's 3 more steps to go up on the flight deck, and all the avionics are located beneath the flight deck. And back in the day, they had vacuum tube technology. And as technology improved through the 60s, when you went from the C-130As and Bs, you had the C-130E. And they started going to transistor technology. Well, the boxes for all the avionics got smaller and lighter. So much so that the nose of the airplane became lighter. And the aircraft started flying in a nose-up attitude. So they had to add ballast in, and then they built in rudder or elevator trim to rebalance the aircraft. It's kind of odd. It's like, oh, we took weight out of the nose. Oh, who knew? The nose would go up easier. So they rebalanced the aircraft. And then now we've advanced along to microchip technology. The boxes have gotten even smaller and lighter. So all that's changed again. So, and we've eliminated crew positions up front. Basically now it's, I think they still have a flight engineer, but basically you can do with just a pilot, co-pilot. Originally you had 5 crew members on the flight deck. Oh, you know what? Are they? Wait, where's the minion? The minion's rolling. Okay, we're good. So you had a pilot and co-pilot, and you have a flight engineer who sits just behind them. And then you had, back to their right, you had a navigator and a radio operator. They, with the advancements in radio technology, they eliminated the radio operator position. And then with the advent of self-contained navigation systems and satellite GPS and all that stuff, now they've got boxes that eliminated the navigator position. With all the computer systems, I think they've in part eliminated the flight engineer position as well. Flight engineer sits behind the throttle section that extends back between the pilot and co-pilot. And so they can see the throttles and the flap settings to the right. And then on the overhead panel, they have control of fuel flow from all the different tanks to the engines. And they have the engine instruments straight in front of their face on the main dashboard. But then they can adjust the balance of the aircraft with fuel flow from various tanks. And open and close valves. They can fire off, if you have an engine fire, they can fire off fireballs, stuff like that. They control the air conditioning system, the climate control system. So a lot of those functions I think have been automated though as well. So you eliminate yet another crew position. That's another several hundred pounds because you got the, not just the person, which may be 150, 180, 200 pounds. But you've got the seat and the support structure and all that stuff. So yeah, you eliminate 200-300 pounds of stuff. Our planes, when they flew in Vietnam and even later, had armored panels on the crew seats to protect the air crew against ground fire. Because what the C-130, the HC-130s would do back in Vietnam is they flew with the rescue helicopters to go look for downed pilots. So then that package was usually escorted with a Sandy A-1D Skyraider. And the Skyraiders would fly in first, reconnoiter the area, suppress any enemy activity. The HC-130 would fly the tracking on the pilot location with the radios and stuff, and they would drag the helicopters in and out. So they would refuel the helicopters on the way in and usually on the way out. And then they would assume an orbit and they would control the mission. So and then the HH-3s with the Jolly Green Pararescue guys would go in and pick up the downed pilots, and a lot of them got shot down. But the HC-130s would be flying low enough that they were susceptible to enemy ground fire. Of course, the terrain in Vietnam also, there was a lot of mountainous terrain, and if a pilot goes down a mountainous terrain, you're having to go below the cloud cover. You're within range of ground fire, even from small arms. That armor wouldn't protect you from a 23mm round, I'm pretty sure, but the smaller stuff, yeah. Okay. Wheels right. Get going about there. Push straight back. Going about there. Start bring them around. About there. And then bring the tractor around. That's how we do that. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm worried about the maintenance status of this plow. You know what? That is not a straight track either, is it? Let's look at the map. Nope, is not. Is a curve. Poop. Okay, I have a plan. We're going to make one more run down the left side here, and then we're going to turn and we're going to shoot straight back and make this area into a triangle. And we're going to put the minion, another minion to work on it, and then we will run and get the pick 'em up truck. And I'll probably drag the trailer out just in case, and then we'll catch him at the end of a swath, and we'll touch up, square away our implements here to make sure we're pulling maximum speed. So, any questions? We've been talking about a lot of stuff. Talk about trains, talk about severe weather, talk about C-130s and special operations and rescue and all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, see, I see the direction now the crops go, and I think I'm going to set this mini because I can see the edge of the field over there. You can see how the map creator laid in the plow to plow the field. I'm watching a video on creating maps, and it's fascinating stuff. I would love to do it, but geez Louise, it might take, it looks like it takes hundreds of hours to create maps. This I do know. If I can find it, there's a map, and it may be on this review that I saw. I'm going to find the map, because there's a map that has a C-130 that flies over. I am totally about that. Hopefully they recorded one and get the sound right. The airplane you hear flying over on this map is a, I think it's a Russian biplane. And it sounds okay. It's kind of like, why is there a Russian biplane flying over our field? I guess that was the only plane they had readily available to put into the deal. So, well, whatever. Okay, so now you can see how we're kind of running right down the rows. How far along are we? 25%? 35%. Hey, we're making progress. I like it. See, and then we got $200,000 worth of harvesting to do. All right, now I'm going straight. Kind of did that pseudo-intentionally, because now I got to go back and square off the other side. But I want to get the minion to work so I can go get the vehicle for support. We can always come back and clean up this stuff to the left. And no, I do not have crop damage on. Otherwise we'd probably be plowing over this stuff unless I had the narrow wheels on. Not that it matters because we're cultivating it anyway. Yeah, it's purple. I wonder if this is maize. Don't know. Okay, cool beans. All right, so let's raise it up. And now we can whip it around this way. Okay, that looks good. Now I want to get set straight down a row. And this row is going to be a little bit awkward. It's going to cut through that empty swath ahead, and that's okay. I want to get a minion on board this tractor. I think we're lined up now. Okay, minion engaged. They'll turn the lights on here. Why do they turn the lights off? At some point, I think at 7:30 they'll turn the lights on. Okay, so they're trucking along. Sweet. Cruising. Yeah. Oh, I like this truck. The new trucky truck. For those of you who hadn't seen it, let's jump out for a second. Yeah. We went down to a 1500. I think it's a 2016, but look at that. That is a good looking truck right there, gang. Man, that's a nice looking truck. Pretty blue, high country trim, but it's got the work bed stuff in the bed. So we could actually load this up with fertilizer. We could put a fuel tank in the back. We could put oh, I can't see past the oops, that's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Alright, so real quick, before I take off and head over to, we're going to go ahead and grab this maintenance trailer, just in case I can't figure out how to work this mod truck. Alright, and let me see here. Okay, running over a little bit before I take off and leave the shop, because I actually have to do this. Cool. Got that hooked up. All right. Let me run in and go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I got to go pee, actually. So, be right back. Okay, we're back. Holy crap. There's a bunch of y'all watching. Hey. Alright, I'm back. Damn. I once again had a moment. I'm thinking it's evening. It's almost 1 o'clock. Crap. Like, I had my oatmeal for breakfast and then, like, oh, I didn't go play pool, so what am I going to do for lunch? Oh, yeah, I got chicken in the fridge. So, I have chicken. But right now I'm going to have a brownie. So, hope everyone's having a great day. Panadar. Hey, how many workers I got? Welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Got 2 minions running right now. They're both working this field, this cultivating job. So we got one here and one here. Now that's helper I and wait, what are they? Helper H and helper I. Sue helper I is female Jamie, And here's male Jamie. So, yeah. All right, so we got our helpers helperating. Sweet. The only thing is this doesn't have the power that the other truck had. The other truck had that 550 horsepower Duramax diesel. But, yeah, that's okay. This truck looks better, sounds better. Even the rain sounds better. And yeah, I know it's annoying, guys. I drive with the keyboard. I wish they had different step settings for the cruise control. Watch this road if you're ever on it. There's a huge hump here right on the right. Just kind of bumped by it there a little bit. This way you stay on the left, because it'll catch you off track. How many mods am I using? A few. This is County Line Map, which is a mod. We have this truck, which is a mod. The 2016 Chevy 1500 High Country that you can convert to carry fertilizer or feed or water or fuel or a number of things. The trailer behind it is a mod. That's the maintenance trailer. Let's see, what other mods do we have? We have this mod here that has global. What is this? Global Corporation. We have the Global Corporation mod, so you get the nice little emblems, so that it's easier to tell what's what. So we have that. So yeah, I got quite a few mods. I got Super Strength going. If you watched yesterday's video, go back and watch it. Started about an hour and 8 minutes into it. Excuse me. And yeah, you'll see a mod I have going there. I have Super Strength. Yeah, as I did some Tom Brady action with some hay bales that got me in a kerfuffle. Yeah, listen to that Chevy power, baby. I like it. My only thing is there's only one Toyota Tundra mod, and it's not very good. And that sucks, because otherwise I would get a Tundra. Yeah, I'll take the Chevy, but otherwise I would get the Tundra. Alright, and it is getting dark. Let's see here. So let's position ourselves. Now we're going 4x4 in our truck. Okay, so this over here, they're not going to come down this way. We will catch them as they come down this way. This should be a good place. Put our blinkers on. Nice. Lock to lock with the steering. Very nice. Got the blinkers on the tow mirrors that we have up. No Big Bud. I do not have the Big Bud. Oh, Vincent, that's cool. Appreciate you listening. Maybe you learned something today. No, I don't have the Big Bud. I do not have the gigantic tractors. I've downloaded a few mods, technology-wise, trailers especially. We got a lot of trailers. All these add-ons, and then there's a bunch over here that I've done. There's Cressettos. Those are mods. Baling technology. There's a bunch more trailers here. The Lair trailers, the Flegel, Anderson equipment pack, Fattori trailers, this Flegel, the Pavelli. So the Italians apparently like making trailers. They make sports cars and trailers. The Anderson Group equipment pack, I got a bunch of stuff for that. In this game, are they good in FS22? And then tractor-wise, I've downloaded some, yeah, John Deere, the smaller John Deeres, the Valtra Cal series, we did those, so those are fun. And then in the large tractor department, we got a couple of New Hollands, Kloss, the Fendt 900, the Fendt 900 Vario. That's the Black Beauty, I think. And then the Cow Edition S Series. Yeah. Then this is our tractor we're running with right here, this 1000 Vario. We have the 1000 Vario, which says 1050 on it. That's, well, wait a minute. That says 1038. Interesting. Maybe as you change... did I misread it? Oh, yeah, that's the 1050. Okay, got it. That's why ours says 1050. So that's the 517 horsepower. That's the setup we have. Now, the other tractor we're running right now is the, where is it? Right there, Massey Ferguson A700 with the 400 horsepower engine. So yeah, 87 to 37 model. Those are our two tractors we're running. So, although this one, the Massey Ferguson, we're releasing. So, but yeah, that's some of the stuff we have. You can see the hookup here. We got the Valtra, the 200 horsepower Valtra, the Bluebird. Then we have the big Fendt. We have our Massey Ferguson Activa harvester. We have our Chevy 6.2 liter Borla V8. Oh, another mod we have, although it doesn't classify these. Is if you're in the, let's see, we've got some stuff we've bought and then stuff we've leased. So yeah, I have a mod that puts everything in order, price lowest to highest. Got that downloaded. I don't have seasons downloaded though, and I need to. Holy crap, I totally forgot. Where's the menu? Nope, nope. Okay, this... Oh, they're going away from us. Okay. They're coming back to us, so let's go get that one. Do not have bright lights on this? Okay. Why? Hit the wrong button again. Alright, let's... And the fold car option you see there is actually for the mirrors. The tow mirrors. Pretty cool. So we're gonna, oh, we're not even there yet. Holy crap, we gotta go all the way over this other part of the field. I forgot about that. Let's get off the field there for that. It's gonna be a race then, because they're almost there. Boonk. Oh, we gotta go down here. And now we are in a position where we will pull over here. I think we're in position now. Just get right about here. This should do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. So let's jump out real quick and go set this up. We're just going to use the trailer. All right, now let's try this. Cool. All right, hang on. Put it back down. Pull forward. Get the last bit. That last. There you go. All right, now. Sweet. All right. Oh, the running board's retracted. That's awesome. I did not even notice that. That's freaking cool. All right, so here's how this trailer thing works here. So we open this up. Now look, vehicle overview, this is legit. My farm, Lemkin. See, it's telling us the vehicle. And it tells you the operating hours, the age, and the condition, 72%. Awesome. So you hit M, and then you can repair it. And yes, and then done. And then here we'll just close this back down. We could also refuel, but you refuel off the left side. You have to start the fuel pump generator, and then you're good to go. All right, so let me jump back in here. Nope, not down, up. And the point of that exercise is to keep the equipment tip-top so that it will run at its full rated speed. We're going to miss something. We're going to miss something. Screw it. Let me line back up and turn it back over to the menu here. That looks pretty good. And menu. Cool. Look at that. Dude, whoever made this mod, that's freaking amazing. Look at the tires. BF Goodrich 4x4. I mean, this, and then I've got the fifth wheel in the back, and we got a jack, and we've got the work stuff, and there's a nice what does that say? Our farms, our future. AG farming simulator. That's super cool. I know there's customizable license plates you can get too, but birds. This damn rain, I tell you, this has been a real downer. We lost an entire day of harvesting that big field. We got $200,000 of harvesting contracts pending. Sorry. That'd be less control input is more when you're using the keyboard. All right, where is the menu? All right, that's the one we're looking. No, that's the one we just serviced. This is the one we're looking for. And they're going, no, that's the one we just serviced. Oh, they're coming back. Okay, they're coming back to us right now. Good. Cool. Now I know where we're at. And so they are on their way back. So we need to position ourselves where, if you're using the trailer, like I said, the maintenance is on the right side and fueling is on the left. So I'll show you here as they're on their way. Oh, they're close too. We're going to hurry up. So we're going to turn around and position ourselves here on the left side. Okay. Let's get right over about here-ish. Right at the end. Right at the end. That should be good. Now, to check, what we do here is we go open up the deal with R. Okay, and then what we're going to do is hit L, and this shows the, yeah, so that's good. That's the location of where the vehicle's got to be in that box. So as soon as they come off the field, we're good. We're close enough. That overlaps the field a little bit. So we can turn that off because it kind of looks stupid. And then we pull the menu up. Actually, now we're going to jump in and take over. You skipped that whole end of the field there, Bubba. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, you raised the stupid thing before you got to the end. I see what the problem is. This thing isn't running straight. So, all right, that's fine. Okay, that said, oh, there. All right, let's come over here. Whack, whack. Yep, this is weather for ducks. All right, see, there's the data. So we know it's in the box. All right, so we hit M for menu. and we repair it, and boom, done. Car. Okay, let's jump back on board, because I hate getting wet. And we'll pull forward a little bit more, just get the rest of that row. Excellent. Now we'll raise it up. And notice they turn the lights on. I like it. Man, this thing lights up half the field. That's amazing. So cool. Yeah. I freaking came up short there, but that's okay. Let's get them situated here. V3. Punch it. Oh, not too short. Just want to check my alignment on this row here. And minion engaged. Oh, sweet, back in the truck. Let's off the field this way. Okay, I see a tree. I see a street, and there's the road. Okay, I'm gonna go over the curb first. Ba-dook, ba-dook. All right, sweet. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to take off and go too far here. I don't know what I'm thinking. We need to stay on board here. Stay in the area. Okay. Yeah, because we'll probably have to do that one more time during the course of this. And, yeah. So let's, but this Chevy Silverado Mod, that thing's just amazing. Look at it. It's an amazing looking truck. You get like 6 options on the bull bar up front. You can do front connections for a plow and the fifth wheel and the hitch. You have like 8 options on the exhaust, maybe more. You have tire options. Hang on. It's got a crane deal set up. I mean, it's got all kinds of crap. It's freaking amazing. Chrome. You can change colors of multiple parts, and it looks amazing. Even has that new truck smell. I like it. All right, so let's see how far along we are here. 59%. Okay. You know what? We can probably make it without doing another maintenance. So we'll go ahead and take the truck back to the house. So we've got 40% to go, and we're not, yeah, we're good. Oops. All right. So let's turn around here. Close that. Let's head back to the house with our pick 'em up truck. She thinks my truck is sexy. And then we're going to turn this on. Yep. There's the Ford dealership. And here's BP. This map's really nice. So we had to turn traffic off. The only thing, there's a few little detail things like these lines right in front of us. There should be a big fat line coming across from the stop sign. There shouldn't be a little white line across like that. So I imagine the person who made the map may be Canadian or European. But then there's like, you know, all these implements and stuff over here. I don't know if you can interact with this building. Let's find out. And there's Tractor Supply Company, and you can interact with Tractor Supply Company. I don't know if there's a sell point or anything, or I would think it'd be cool if you had I don't know if the game allows this. It'd be sweet if it did. This is cool. But like if you have a couple of different dealerships in town, and you know you have a John Deere dealership, for example. Nope, these are just for looks. That sucks. But yeah, if you had like a John Deere dealership, and then maybe, you know, like a Husqvarna dealership, and, you know, a couple different dealerships that sold, you know, all the different implements, and, you know, like this. I mean, look, it looks like, is this Massey Ferguson? Oh, it's Horsch. Okay. I gotcha. Anyway, I just think it'd be cool if you had multiple dealerships, and if you wanted a specific piece of equipment, maybe you have to go to a different dealership. You know? That'd be fun. That's not so fun. I gotta turn the left turn signal on again. Okay. See, because there's Tractor Supply Company there on the left. I think all of the street signs are the same, though. That's the only thing. That's another thing I don't like. This is hay bale, and I think it's barley, or yeah, hay bale and barley. Yeah. Now, Tractor Supply Company, you can go through the gates to the back. I'm not sure if there's stuff you can pick up there, like fertilizer or seed or something. That's cool. I like it. Cool billboard. Which is neat. Nice houses. I mean, this is a nice little town. You turn right here to go to the dealership, and then there's a gas station there too. And then there's hay bale and barley. Apparently, there's only one road sign allowed per town. Oops, 3, not C for cruise. You're in Canada? Cool. Canada, eh? Whereabouts in Canada? You in YYZ territory? Okay, I'm going to do this because I need to bring it down quickly, bring it down. Okay, 35 is fine, 34 is fine. Off-road like this, I don't like to go much above 30, 35 miles an hour. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think you can go blasting down a gravel road at 60. We are not going to get this harvest done tonight. But with the slow growth mode, or normal growth mode of this, of Farming Manager level, this thing is still showing in its first phase of harvest. So we're not going to lose the harvest, and we're not going to lose the harvest on the other contract either, because it's in the first phase as well. So, all right, we're back at the house. We're going to reposition the trailer over here by the fuel Bowser. There we go. Do 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 do. Banana. Do do do. Pull back under our carport that we put over here. Protect our pick 'em up truck. Yeah. Sweet. Well, there's bright lights. Oh, I must have hit the button too fast earlier or something. Cool. All right, let's beam over. And we'll keep an eye on Helper A now. Who's Helper A? Helper A looks like Pat. This is Patrick. So who's Helper F? Oh, Helper F is... Jose, I think. Jose. Watch our fence because our big tractor. Yeah, it depends on how rough it is. That's true. So, hope everyone's enjoying the show. I'm A-Train, in case you missed it. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday, and appreciate you making us a part of it. Playing some Farming Simulator 19 from Giants Software and Focus Home Interactive. If you're enjoying the show, please give us a like. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about Farming Simulator 19, now available on Steam. It's only $20 US. Farming Simulator 22 is available. It's $50 US. So, a little bit of a price difference there. We are going to get FS22 when it goes on sale. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. That said, your donations to help support the channel and help us towards getting that FS22, the latest and greatest, are greatly appreciated and welcome at paypal.me/atraingames. It's paypal.me/atraingames. Link in the description below. So yeah, FS19 has tons of playability, as you can see. There's tons of mods. It is a tremendous game and it is worth the $20. So if you don't have it, you see it's chill. We're going to sit here and watch a tractor run for a bit, or we could get on board, ride. And our Fendt, this is our 517 horsepower Fendt tractor. It's almost cooler to get outside, and then you get down, zoom in, you'll see where the hands are. One hand on the steering wheel, and one hand on that HOTAS. Hands on throttle and stick, right side there. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice tractor. It's a big tractor. It's a big dog. I went for the big dog because I wanted to get the big implements. Because you really need that to harvest these bigger fields. This flexi-coil cultivator needs 500 horsepower. We have 517. And if you want more horsepower in a tractor, let's just take a look at what you'd have to do. So let's go to our large tractors. Okay, our tractor is right here, 1000 Vario. Closest thing is a Case Magnum, and its big engine only gives you 435 horsepower. Okay, so yeah, for $8,000 more, get 517 horsepower. I think it helps to have a tractor in the 400 horsepower category because, like that Lemke, the blue plow that or cultivator we're using behind the Massey Ferguson tractor, which you can get a Massey Ferguson that also gives you 400 horsepower, and that is over here, the 8700. We'll get you to 400 horsepower. Boom. Okay. And it's only $300,000. Well, you add maybe wheel weights and GPS. 316. But if you get it used, 266. Big savings. So anyway, oh, this is a mod. What? Hey, who is this? Deutsch Fahr. Fair. What does this thing put out? 295, 336. That's not bad. Wait a minute, that's not the color it was out there. That's a pretty good looking tractor. Huh. Okay. Oh, you know what it looks like? Pretty similar to like the Valtra. That's a pretty good looking tractor though. Huh. But you don't, oh, you know what? There's no color options for it. Oh, yeah, I think this is the same, the Valtra or maybe the Lamborghini tractors. There's some Italian company that does tractors, and there's like one part of it's a Lamborghini. I think it's Italian, it may be German, I don't know. So the Warrior engine gives you 336 horsepower, which is not bad. For the price, now, if we got this, let's get wheel weights. We'll skip the GPS. But with wheel weights, 272 used, 223 for 336 horsepower. That's a pretty good deal. In fact, I'd say that's a really good deal. So that might be a tractor you consider for your farm. And it didn't look like it's not a mod. No, there's no mod indicated. So yeah, it looks a lot like the Massey Ferguson actually. Where's our local? There's a Kloss. I don't know what the Kloss does. This is something you only see in Europe. This Kloss tractor. Wow. Okay. This starts with 445 horsepower. It ends with 445 horsepower. Oh, no, it goes to 380. It goes to 410. It goes to 445. Oh, 445 is the top. How did that happen? Oh, maybe it's huh. So 445 is the tops for this thing. Okay, that's $293,000. That's not bad. Design, that's irrelevant. What do we want? Wheel setup, want wheel weights. Got options on the tires. You go Michelin tires, which are bigger, look a little beefier. I actually like the smaller Trailborg. Any other? Nope, Michelin. Okay. And the design, black, and there's chrome parts. Ooh. What's it actually changing? Huh. Yeah, that's dumb. Now, it does give you nice different design color options, I guess. Ew, that's kind of boring, though. Is that chrome? Is that clear? What color is that? It's chrome. No. Oh, okay. Those are mesh. Those are like vents for the engine, I guess. Intakes and stuff. Huh. Okay. I like the lights set up. Okay. I like the blinky lights. Look at the interior. Some speakers. No overhead. There's an overhead hatch. There's no window. Display's off your right hand. I kind of like that, where the display is right there to the right of the steering wheel, as opposed to being like up on the window, which I think is the case on our. No. Get that back. On the Valtra. Well, this one doesn't have it. This one has that in the same place. This is the cow tractor. So the Valtra, best you can do is 400, $322,000. That's not bad. Wheel setup, and then used 263.8. So that's not bad. That gets you in the 400 horsepower category. Now the S series, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, 400. It's just the cow edition. What's the John Deere do? I think the John Deere will get us up to 500 horsepower. Boom. And nope, 450. For 381. You're paying way more for the John Deere. And I don't think that has a front loader ability. Do have a train game. Do I have a train game? Is that what you're asking me? I have several train games actually. I just don't play them. I played one for a little bit. What was I going to look at? The John Deere. Oh yeah, you can't put a front loader on it. Most of these tractors this size, though, I don't think you can. This looks like it has provisions for a front loader. It does not. The large tractors don't tend to have provisions for a front loader. Not the Fendt. Nope. So best you can get on a New Holland's 313. So yeah, the large tractors don't have front loaders. So you got to use medium tractors for that aspect. So otherwise, you get up into the Caterpillar setups. This thing's probably only gonna have 400 something horsepower. Yeah, that's weak. The Challenger starts at 492. There you go, 646 horsepower. I should make a vid on them. Hey, you got your caps lock on there, bud. I've done a couple, and I was goofing around with one a couple weeks ago or so. And it's okay. You know what? I think part of the issue, is being a model railroader and knowing as much as I know about trains and whatnot. It's difficult for me to enjoy a train game unless it's just spectacular, because I see every single thing wrong with it. Now I know sometimes you gotta just kind of turn your brain off and whatever, but yeah, it makes it tricky. So there's a $500,000 tractor. Oh yeah, you make it wider. This is kind of interesting. The tracks are not wider, they're narrower. So I don't know. I wonder if that's like the same as narrow wheels. Huh? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. So that's got the big engine, 646 horsepower. Let's see what you get used. Oh, 419. That's not bad. You save almost 100,000. You save $82,000. Oh, I drove one of these. This is an articulated tractor, so it bends in the middle. Starts at 525 horsepower, goes to 692. That's insane. Quadrac, $521,000. Let's see. You get it for 433. Pretty sweet. Yeah. So, tractors, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, man. Check the NASCAR race I'll be coming on soon. Circuit of the Americas in Austin. What a great circuit. Love watching F1 there. All right. Turn around, bright eyes. There you go. There you go. Come on around. There you go. You got this. If that's plowed over there or done over there, and it is. Oh, $2,000 wage payment. Ouch. Oh, there you. Yeah, I was gonna say, get that last little bit there. Don't schmutz it up. Now, why you backed up there, I have no idea. Except maybe this is a pre-programmed maneuver for the AI, because there was no reason for them to back up. Anyway, so we got to be getting close. 77%. Yeah, we're in home stretch here. Yeah, they're knocking us out. I don't think we're gonna have to deal with these two little triangles and that one little strip. But like I said, you get about 95% of the actual field space done. Hey, Michael Reynolds, how are you? Then you are done with the contract. It's just this is just make work stuff. So they want you to go do stuff and go from there. Now, okay, so 17 is our harvest job and 3 is our harvest job. And we're still on hold because of the stupid weather. But it's going to be sunny tomorrow. We know this. The rain indicator is off, so it should stop raining. That would be nice. Then we can fire the harvester up and actually do some work in the dark. Put a minion to work there. That's a $100,000 contract we've got pending, and we have the. Wait, what? Where's our? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say our equipment's sitting on the field, ready to go. The second the rain stops, we can kick that in gear and go rock and roll with it. So. Harvesting is where the money's at, and we own the equipment to do the harvesting. So then we're only out labor because we put a minion on the harvester, and then we don't have to. I may actually rent a second harvester or lease one. I don't know. Sorry, it's Cosmic Brownie time, gang. And guys, if you're not on board the A-Team, make sure to click the link in the description below to join us on Discord. We've got a new fresh link up that takes you right in, so then you can sign up and jump on board. and then you can join the discussion there, post videos. Michael wants to do multiplayer. I've got to get in there and try to figure out how to set all that up. I know we can do comms through Discord. And then I'm hoping my machine will be able to handle it, because I don't know how that works. I don't know how any of it works. So hopefully it won't tax my machine any more than it's being taxed, because that would be taxing. But we hope you're enjoying the show, and you'll like, share, and subscribe. Help support the channel. Let your friends know about us. We have grown in subscribers. Apparently this game is something people like, so that's why I'm doing it. I think I had maxed out on Sim Airport people, and Tower 3D Pro. I don't think I maybe wasn't posting stuff in the right place to jump on board with that community, because I did a lot of videos of Tower 3D Pro. And I enjoy it. It's a little more thought, intensive, brain intensive than this one. Whoop, that one got skipped. Okay, now this person pulled forward, and then they took a left turn. They did not back up, which was interesting. Until there. And they always back up. They get aligned and everything, and then they do a final check and then zoom. Then they take off. This tractor's low on fuel. This thing's a gas guzzler. No wonder it has an 800-liter tank. So, and you should know, if you look in the bottom right corner, where it says it has an hourglass 17.7, that's 17.7 hours on this vehicle. I bought this vehicle new, and we're playing the game at one-time speed. So I've been playing this a lot the last couple of weeks. Since I started playing it, I've been playing it a lot, and I honestly want to play it more than I do. It's like, gosh, now I want to make some money. Now I want to buy a bigger thing. And now I just want the damn rain to stop so we can get to harvesting. And then we can start making some money. Because doing this, I mean, we had $50,000. Well, maybe that was before we did the leases. But having these 3 big pieces of equipment on lease is just eating up profit margin. And not to mention the fact that the labor. I mean, I could take this over and drive it, but I'm just kind of chilling and enjoying sitting here watching it with you guys. I can't make it go any faster. It would just save me a little bit of money. But we have the biggest cultivator in the flexi coil going here, and we have the biggest disc harrow going here. So we have the biggest equipment we can get to do the job off the back of these 2 tractors. So see here. Okay, cool. Where are we? Should be about 85-90% done here. Ah, 85. Imagine that. Daria needs a shave. Daria's taking hormones or something. Yeah. Then we see we got almost $200,000 worth of contracts pending for harvesting. Nope, not doing the sowing job. We talked about that earlier. We got more cultivating. Was there a fertilizing job too? No, it's the sowing job. Okay. I didn't think you wanted to fertilize when it's raining. That seems counterproductive, especially if it's spray. Excuse me. We might be taking that next. Or field 30. Yeah, I don't know. Take one of the smaller ones. Roll with it. See, this disc harrow, the nice thing, it's not as big a swath as the flexi coil, but you can drag it along at 10 miles an hour. Now, the Massey Ferguson tractor, this one is on lease. Is it a quarter tank of gas? That's what it came with. I've tanked it up to half a tank twice. It's burning through fuel pretty quick too. Very precipitous rate. But they're going to have enough gas to get this job done. And we'll bring them back over to the farm and reevaluate lunch, which will be dinner on the farm. Actually, I had dinner, air quotes dinner, when we started. Holy crap. How long have I been streaming? Like 4 hours? Oh, okay. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Almost 3 hours. Phew. Boy, that was crazy. Okay. Sorry, I know the sound of the game dropped away. There we go. Let's kick back over to, yeah. This tractor just sounds better. The Fendt. This massive flexi coil cultivator. I think, what did it say? It's 24.4 meters wide? Is that what it is? Cultivators. 24 meters wide. That's crazy. It's like 75 feet, right? By my math. It's about 75, 80 feet. It's pretty big. So, yeah. I think we're going to have to buy one of these eventually. But I do want to get the... See, we're using the Lemken, excuse me. I've been saying Lemke. The Giant, the Gigant, which was the name of a huge transport aircraft that the Nazis were building before the end of World War II. They got like a prototype built. This big propeller-driven transport thing you could fly tanks in it. Heavy lift, yeah. It was called the Gigant, or Gigant. Anyway, Lemken. 16 meters wide, but you can pull it at 10 miles an hour. To me, that's a bonus. And you only need 400 horsepower to pull it, which is another bonus. Yeah. And I think also, I think it may be easier to maneuver. It's not quite as long lengthwise. And we've been using the horse jokers. We used a pair of those. Those work well. Price-wise, it's pretty good. It's 12.2 meters. I can see definitely not getting the carrier from Vaderstadt. 340 horsepower. Okay. You got to go to 360 here. That's 10 miles an hour. This is 10 miles an hour. But you go from 8.3 to 12. You get 4 more meters for the Joker. So to me, the Joker's a better deal. But then you're paying an additional $40,000 to go up another 4 meters. I don't know if that's worth it. So the Joker to me seems like a really good deal. 12.2 meters wide, 10 miles an hour speed. See, these apparently the Limkin and the Vader stock you don't have to have a nose weight. The Joker you need to you want to have a nose weight, and that's what that's indicated with that puzzle piece. This thing really drags in the ground. So I don't know if we're gonna buy maybe a Joker eventually. We'll see how that shakes out. We will see. We are going to need. So we had a rent. We had a plan. We had a cedar rented to do a field, and then we brought it over and we actually did our field. We're going to need a weeder at some point and knock the weeds out of it. And then we're going to have to fertilize. We have a fertilizer. We have fertilizer on board, so that we can do. But we got to wait for the stupid rain to stop. You know. It has literally rained for, I mean, now I understand the game, it can actually rain for multiple days in a row. So we're getting lucky, I guess, for it not to do that, which is nice. Okay, cool. Got to the end there. Nice. Where are we at? Cultivating 90%. Oh, good Lord. It's just this field is so long. Yeah, look at that. We're doing this as efficiently as we can. Still got those triangles. But, I mean, now we don't have to worry about it. Our people will handle this part. And then those triangles will probably, they shouldn't count against us. We should have the contract done by the time we get to that. And if we didn't, we can go swipe out the one at the bottom left of the picture over there by the road, because then that takes us back towards the house. So, yeah. So again, if you guys haven't watched yesterday's video, episode 4 from this series, when we're done here, make sure to click on that and go watch. Start an hour and 8 minutes into it. Or you can watch the whole thing if you want, but hour and 8 minutes into it is when it really gets interesting. Really gets entertaining. So yeah, watch yesterday's video. It started an hour and 8 minutes. All right, we are rolling down the highway here. I want to get this field done, and then I think we're going to be, hey, okay, all right, so that I anticipated, which is good, because then that means we can actually, we're going to actually fire it up and take it ourselves. And move forward, because they set it up for us, which is nice. Drop it down, and we're going to hit 3. 3, and we're going to roll. Why they do that, I'm not quite sure, but that's okay. Ours is not the reason why. Saves me the labor cost. You wanted to go home early? That's okay. I got you covered. We are bingo fuel here on both tractors. So, but we'll be okay to get through this. We'll gas them up, take them home, gas them up, clean them up. And roll tide from there. I think there is a mod, and I will probably download it as well, that shows the maintenance status of your implement, of your attached equipment. I gotta go find that one. It's like a smaller thing that goes to the left of the speedometer and whatever. So I gotta go check that out because that, to me, is important. Now this implement here is still cranking along at 10 miles an hour, which is awesome. It's been doing some work. You know, I just don't know why sometimes, you know, the people quit early. Okay, I don't expect you to go until you run into the, you know, other AI. But could you go until you almost run into the other AI? Almost being a variable here that, yeah, well, you know, we almost ran into the other AI. They're 4 or 5 swaths over. Well, that's 4 or 5 swaths. So run 3 swaths. And then you'll be, you know, okay. Should be at 92 or 93% complete here. How about 97%? That's awesome. It's even better. What I could do, actually, no, let's look at this. Okay, the other minions come in this direction too, so that's fine. It's really, I could just handle this myself, but I might as well get it done. Reference points here. Hey, that looks pretty good. And go. Now we're slightly offline, just slightly. Okay, cool. So we'll head back towards this direction, which takes us back towards the house. And then we may go clear that triangle over in the corner way over yonder. Kind of funny, you can't see the lights yet of the other tractor. Now you can. Now it's sparkling and lighting up like a Christmas tree. All right, doofus, get over. It's just dirt, but if that dirt isn't, that dirt's part of the equation. I think they can handle that swath on the way back, and that will be done. I think we're going to be done before we even get to that swath, though. Anybody have any questions about the games? About Farming Simulator 19? Any questions? Any comments? Any thoughts? Are you enjoying the series? I mean, you guys are watching. And that's great. We appreciate you being here. Also, make sure to join us on Discord. That link's down in the description. I'll get you an invite into the channel. You can see my Steam library. Make game requests. Discuss this and other games. See my Tower 3D Pro library if you want to, say, hey, Train, can you go run, Memphis or Orlando or, London Heathrow or something. We can do that. Tokyo Haneda. Yeah. Contract is finished. Full stop. Full stop. Fold it. All right. All right, done. That's all we needed. Oh, I screwed up. I thought it had not lifted. It was lifted. All right, lift, fold. Kind of makes sense. Huh. Okay. Wait, is this the... Nope, this is the Fendt. Okay. Let's do this. Let's cut costs at this point. All right, so contract complete, 58,000. Sweet, collect. Thank you. Good. New contracts just popped up. Some, and we can hit this and pull up new ones. All right, so we're going to queue, drop the flexi coil, and we're going to return it. I think we're going to return the flexi coil. I'm going to hang on to the Lemkin. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? It's attached to the Massey Ferguson. You know what? That's attached to the Massey Ferguson too. All right, let's hold on to the flexi coil. Cool. All right, that's a plan. All right, now we've reduced the cost there. All right, where does this road take us? Does this take me home? It does take me home. Awesome. All right, so if we take another contract for cultivating, which there are a bunch, then we can, hang on, no, slow your roll, dude. We take another cultivating contract. We've got the flexi coil still under lease, and maybe we'll hold on to it for a little while. I don't see taking like one of the big fields because I don't want to deal with bringing in another minion. It is going to stop raining. What we're going to do is go home and actually kind of pack up for the night, as it were, have air quotes dinner or supper, and then get ready for an early start tomorrow on harvesting, because we may well lease a harvester to get this job done, which is going to be kind of tricky, having two harvesters going and me running the tractor with the trailer back and forth between the two. But whatever. If it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. I'm just disappointed it didn't stop raining now that we've got the sun indication, which means it should clear up. Because that being the case, we could have started some harvesting tonight. Because that's going to take a lot of time. We've got 2 harvesting jobs to do. Now what I may be able to do, yeah, but that pickup doesn't have the power the other one did. But I have 2 tractors, so this one's going to be mated up with the 52,000 liter trailer. With the big trailer on the big field, and then we'll mate the Bluebird up with the tandem trailer setup. No, the pickup's got more horsepower than the Bluebird does. So I think we'll try that. And we may rent a harvester for the second field, or just, get a second harvester for the first field. Maybe a little, no, we'll probably get another Massey Ferguson Activa, because it's a super good harvester. And then just tag team this first field, get it done, and then we'll roll over to field 3 and get it done. And we'll be, hopefully, most part of $200,000 richer. Most part. I'm just curious to see the growth times with normal growth. I don't know how this works. So this is new. This is our second day of playing the game on this level, farm manager, on this map. So I don't know the rate of growth. So on the fast growth, on the easy level, you'd plant in the morning and have weeds by noon, and then have crops starting to sprout in the evening. And then it's ready to harvest the next day. So I gotta think it's maybe spread out just a little bit more on this setup. Oh shoot, I got hung up. I turned too soon. Doofus. Alright, damn it. Gotta be careful. That's the only thing I don't like about this flexi coil. It's just massive. I really liked the Lemkin for this aspect of ease of mobility. All right, let's fire this up. Damn it, no, it's the weight. Ah, jerk. Turn on the stupid hoopajoop. Let's see if the tractor's in here. Yes, okay, now we got the tractor in here. So if I hit L, you'll see the box. So the fence in there. All right, good. Menu, repair, yes. Ouch, $1,600. Okay, cool. All right, now, back end, E, pull forward, E. Here it says flexi coil. Sweet. Menu, repair, $442. Ouch. All right, cool. That's done. Thank you. All right, now let's do this. I'm hop on board. Let's pull forward. The rain is starting to abate. We're going to wash the mud off. Yes, I like doing the full make-believe you're washing the whole thing. I want to stand in one spot. It looks stupid. It's disingenuous. You know, now I know the whole thing's clean at this point. That's a lot of shizzle. Pressure washer's hose. Yeah, I know. Can't go any further. Jesus, that's a lot of equipment to wash there. Look at that. That thing's huge. All right, that's clean. Beautiful. Purdy. And it's all fixed up. Fix our tractor up. Hey, wait. Oh, yep, the rain's getting lighter. There's the moon. Okay, cool. Get this back part here. Fender well, good. Yep. My only, well, I have two complaints about the Fendt tractor. One is the lack of different paint schemes, and two is the interior, particularly surrounding the speakers. So, all right, now let's get this weight. Washing the tractor. Yep. Awesome. All right, I think we're done. I think we got this puppy all cleaned up. Pretty. It's a pretty tractor. Okay, so let's do this. Let's maneuver. I'll park it over here in front of the header trailer. Yeah, there's room there to work around. Cool. All right. Now, I wonder, at the end of the day, and maybe one of you guys as a farmer knows, would you, to ease pressure on the hydraulics and stuff, lower the weight? I mean, I like to do it anyway, because, I don't know, anal like that, I guess. We'll do that, and then we'll, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question. Cool. Okay. Now, the Bluebird is still over in the field. Let's jump over there. And nope, the Activa we're leaving. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of, okay. Well, I'm gonna sign off for now and then get busy doing some harvesting, because now it seems, I don't know if I can, let's see if we can do this. Is it going to let us? It's going to let us. We are free and clear to navigate. Okay, this is good. Put that down. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I'm going to come back to that because I'm ready for lunch. But hey, guys, I'm going to do some harvesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. 3 hours plus. And you know what? I may come back and do another one here this evening or something. And I've got to get with Michael if he's still on board, and we may look at multiplayer. I just don't know if I can bring him into this map, and that's the problem. Is I want to, I kind of don't want to change maps, but I have downloaded a couple, 3 other maps, so got some really cool stuff. But I'll kind of work on the technology. Then, if you guys, ever want to do multiplayer, then we'll know what to do multiplayer if my computer will support it. So I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please give us a like. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about Farming Simulator 19, now available on Steam from Giants Software and Focus Home Interactive. It's $20 US, or you can get the newer and latest and greatest FS22 for $50. We'll get that when it's on sale, though. So also follow us on Discord at A-Train Space Games. There's a link in the description below to get you an invite over, so you can come chit chat, see my Steam library, make game requests, talk about this and other games, general questions, pictures, whatever. You can see my Tower 3D Pro library, make requests on that. Anyway, that's a good way to get to me. I check it once a day or so, unless I'm live streaming. Then I check it more often because I go into it and post hey, everyone, there's a video coming up. And like I said about the FS22, your donations are greatly welcome and appreciated at paypal.me/atraingames. It's paypal.me/atraingames. We're trying to, I really want to wait till it goes on sale, but hey, if somebody wants to donate the money to pay for it and get us on board now, I guess we'll have to do it. So otherwise, you can see FS19 has lots of viability to it, lots of great mods. You can get to them in the game. They're in the game menu. There's a mod hub. And then you just do a web search on, Farming Simulator 19 mods. And you'll find a couple places where you can go find them. Get new maps, equipment, things that make the game a little easier to play, quality of life improvements, things of that nature. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. Hey, again, subscribe, turn on that bell icon. I'll probably stream more later. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.